Hi folks, Lee here and welcome back to the channel, and as you can see this is going to be my first episode of my Let's Play of Half-Life Opposing Force. I just wanted to give a quick fair warning about this series, is that, as I alluded to in one of my Call of Duty videos earlier on, that for some reason the recording of this was a little bit more of a pain in the arse than it has been in the other Half-Life games, so there's a few technical glitches here and there. If you think that's something that's going to bother you, then it might be better if you watch a different Half-Life Opposing Force series in a different channel. I don't want to obviously put down my own videos, but I just realised that might let some people down. But I've tried my best to fix things where I can, but it's just to let you know this series is maybe not going to be the best one. I've just put the fair warning here in the first episode, just, because that's where people are going to come first, isn't it? So, most of the videos are fine, most of the videos are great. I'll try and give fair warning in the videos that this particularly applies to, and I'm going to try and fix up where I can, but just to let you guys know, just, to give you guys a fair warning to say that there's a couple of issues here and there, and it's up to you whether you want to watch this series or not, obviously, but just try to kind of point out that, things maybe didn't go the best in this series, but, I enjoyed the game, and as I says, most of the videos are fine. Just a fair warning for the ones that aren't. So let's begin. Hi folks, Lee here and welcome back to the channel, and as you can see, we're getting into the first episode of Opposing Force, and well, I'm doing my first episode of Opposing Force, you know what I mean. Now, as you can see, things are a little bit different here because what I've had to do is, basically, I've spent 2 hours now trying to record this first episode, and what's been happening is, for some mysterious reason, it doesn't let you record voice audio when the game's in full screen. So I've had to do it in this windowed mode. It's going to be a bit annoying. It's probably going to be a bit more finicky. I'm only going to do this episode for 20 minutes because, as I says, I've been at this for a few hours now, and once I'm committed to making a video, I like to make something, but I don't want to spend forever here, especially in case maybe the audio messes up again. I don't know why it doesn't let you record audio. It's just, it is what it is. There is a setting in here in the options, and it's saying enable voice in this game. I've turned that off, on, tried it with different combinations, nothing seems to work. So I've decided to leave that. We'll run the game in windowed mode. It seems to work okay in windowed mode, and we'll jump right into it. As you can see, I've set my background so that it's like fucking early 2000s Robot Wars sort of style, but I don't know why I said it that way. I just guess I thought it'd be kind of fitting way of doing things. Because I think this game, and I've played a bit of it already, but I think it's got an almost early 2000s PlayStation 2 military shooter vibe, and for some reason I just thought that screensaver would go quite well with that, so we're going to jump into it. We'll set easy because we're playing the game for the story, really, and I'm bad at PC first person shooters, so there's that. So I'm going to shut up here in this section and basically just let this happen, but as you can see, it's a very kind of Predator-esque introduction to the game. You've got early 2000s facial animations there. got an Apache over there guiding us in.
Another babysitting job to me, man.
No shit, man. Babysitting job my ass. This has training mission written all over it. Why else would they have kept our orders from us for so long, huh?
So this game here, we're actually playing as one of the soldiers that's sent into Black Mesa. So it's quite interesting. You've got all of these expansions. They all take place at the same time, but they're from different viewpoints. So you had Gordon Freeman, obviously the main character of the series, in the first game, and then the second game you had Barney, who was a security guard, and then for this one you've got a military guy.
This is another search and rescue operation. I'm gonna be pissed.
Yeah, I'm gonna be pissed too when I gotta search out and rescue your sorry ass.
Anyone out there got a good view of the LZ yet?
Negative, Goose 7. I can see some activity up there, but I can't tell what it is.
Hey, Chef, I think Jackson has got the hot for
And then we've got this like
We have an extreme
alien craft that somehow thinks it's a good idea to like hover right over the rotor blades of the helicopter. I don't really get that, but fair enough. So yeah, we're kind of straight into the action in this one. And as I says, I've played through this bit before, so it's a little bit disappointing, but you know, it kind of just is what it is. So as you can see, like, things are going bad really quickly in this one. It's not the kind of slow burner opening of the original game or even Blue Shift. So this is probably the only... There's very little in terms of like cutscenes in this game, but I suppose this is one of them. You know, even in the original Half-Life game, I think the only proper cutscene was that scene where the soldiers were dragging you along to the sewage section bit.
3, 4, 5.
So yeah, so he doesn't know the military's here to basically kill him.
Shepherd,
So
I've read the tag on your uniform.
um,
I'm glad to see my life-saving efforts weren't in vain. I can't say the same for him. I'm afraid you have been through a serious accident.
can always check our eyesight
Your
if
friends didn't make it.
we really
I
need
was
to,
hoping
which I
that you
do.
soldiers had come to rescue us, but now it
let's
seems
take my
we are all
glasses
in the
off.
same situation.
I can just
Think I saw radio
about
from
make out
crash
the
site
E and
where
the
I
P.
found you. Perhaps you can go
I
there
could
and
make out the
radio
F
for
if it
help.
wasn't for the blood splatter. It's not very helpful. I wish there was more stuff in the original Half-Life world that you could actually like read. But I suppose it was just kind of beyond the technology of the time to have all of these environments with readable stuff in them. So let's go along and grab our vest.
Have you ever seen such a magnificent species? These crabs can completely control their host's nervous system. Can you imagine what the next stage of mutation looks like?
I mean, I would say interesting scientifically, but I think magnificent's a bit far. And then this guy here is thinking it's a good idea to poke a head crab with a stick, which I don't think that's going to end well for him in the long term. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, but I don't fancy his chances. Right, so let's head along here. You can see basically one of these soldier zombies getting up and attacking this guy, but there's nothing we can do about it, unfortunately. And then get this security guard.
Oh yeah, sure, we'll work better as a team.
Security guards are a little bit thicker in this game than they are in
Don't leave me alone
the
here.
other games.
I have a better chance of survival with you. Okay, Shepard, I see you found your power vest. That should keep you safe out there. See, now I've heard rumors that you troops may not actually be here to rescue us. Just don't forget about us out there, alrighty?
Okay,
Okay, I'll let you through now.
yeah, that'd be good.
My mom is gonna worry when I don't make it
He's
home
done a good
tonight.
job there, Fair play to him.
Good luck, sir.
Right, so let's grab a wrench. Oh, right, that didn't go well. Ollie, okay, be a little bit more patient, Right, let's just grab our vest and
I give my right
head straight for
These
the security
crabs,
guard.
Have you ever seen such
Don't
a
care.
magnificent species?
Right.
These crabs.
I mean, I don't know how clunky it's going to be that I'm running in a window. I just really hope that it doesn't go too badly.
Oh, that was way too close for comfort. Okay, I don't want to die alone. Okay, Shepard, I see you found your power vest. That should keep you safe out there. You know, I've heard rumors that you troops may not actually be here to rescue us. Just don't forget about us out there, alrighty? Okay, I'll let you through now.
Warning, extreme radiation leak detected in reactor.
Good luck, sir.
Let's grab this and let's duck under this properly this time. We'll go along here. And this is the first like proper annoying bit of the game. So we need to be very kind of careful here. Oh, oh. So yeah. Right, we'll grab that. Is that toolbox got anything in it? It's weird. It's weirdly placed. Is all I'm gonna say. So we need to run under. Oh, really? I didn't duck quickly enough there, really. Right. Okay. Just duck through the whole thing. Be patiently. I think I've just replayed this bit too many times now that it's getting a little bit old. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Oh, okay. Right, so let's get out of here. That reminds me of like BioShock, like the camera turrets that would look for you. Good thing is I know where everything is, so there is that. Right, so if you look through here you can see the G-Man talking to a security guard, which is a little bit weird, and he seems to be unhappy. But yeah, like, that's why I love the Half-Life franchise, because, you know, if you look around the world you can see wee things, and it makes me think that maybe I didn't investigate the world of Blue Shift like closely enough. Because as I said at the start of the fight, you know, at the end of the final video of Blue Shift, I did think it was a good game. It was a solid 7-8 out of 10. The only thing that I felt was not so great about it was, you know, for an expansion it was essentially just a few extra hours of, you know, the first Half-Life game. It didn't really add any extra mechanics or anything like that, you know, and I've heard you get new weapons in this one, which obviously you do, because we've got a combat knife here and a wrench, and so the combat knife's like a fast, sort of light hitting melee weapon, and then the wrench is slow but harder hitting. So you get two melee weapons in this game, and then you also get night vision, so that's pretty cool. And it's wee things like that that I think Blue Shift could have been doing with, you know, like more kind of unique stuff, like, you know, I mean, I don't know what other elements of the arsenal that, you know, security guards would get access to, you know, but it'd be quite cool if they had kind of unique things, you know, but instead it was the same equipment you got from Half-Life 1, and he's about to kill himself, basically. Yeah, so that's a bit grim, but there isn't really anything you can do about that. But yeah, like, it's just things like that, like I think that Blue Shift could have been doing with, you know. But instead it kind of felt like a few extra hours of Half-Life 1, which wasn't a bad thing, you know, because, you know, Half-Life 1 is a great game, you know. And I did really enjoy playing through it, but, you know, like, it just would have been nice if it had something a bit more unique to bring to the table. But also I felt like it could have expanded in the story a bit better as well. Maybe, again, as I says, maybe I missed parts. I don't know. I probably did. But, like, I felt like it could have had some, you know, kind of more world building, if you know what I mean. But instead, you know, the ending was very anticlimactic. But I don't want to badmouth it too much because I did enjoy playing the game. So we've obviously found ourselves a gun, right? This is a Desert Eagle. So it's basically like this game's version of the Magnum. It's got 7 rounds instead of 6, and it's got this laser pointer as well to make it more accurate, I'm assuming. And you toggle that with the secondary fire. So we don't need to waste bullets in these, so because we are going to need those just now. So as you can see, very powerful. You know, pretty good gun. I like it. So that's some extra ammo there for that. We'll get that reloaded. Then we'll hit the radio.
You're alive. Listen, we've been cut up pretty bad and orders are coming down to pull out. Repeat, pull out. Apparently they've got other plans for Black Mesa now. If you can make your way through the transit system, you can probably reach the surface where we are pulling out. Good luck. Over.
Right, okay. So I'm thinking so basically we need to make it to the transit system so that we can get to another part of the surface and kind of get the hell out of here. So yeah, so I'm thinking like whenever I'm filming this I'm probably going to do audio tests which is going to make it a little bit more annoying, but you know, I'm just glad there's a solution, you know, and that's what it's all about. It's about improvising and adapting and overcoming, basically, so as they always say. But yeah, I think I'm going to really enjoy this game. You know, I think I'm going to enjoy it more than Blue Shift. Again, not that Blue Shift was a bad game or a bad expansion, but just I think this is going to bring a bit more to the table, because I'm pretty sure it was Gearbox that made this, and I'm pretty sure it was like, it might have been Valve or another developer that made Blue Shift. So it is different devs, so that probably accounts for a lot. But yeah, I'm thinking overall, look, I'm going to enjoy this game, or this expansion rather, because we're already seeing like different weapons and, you know, like a just generally different feel from the other Half-Life 1 games. So we need to, oh damn it. So we definitely need to go up there, because I was stuck at this bit for quite a while, the last playthroughs. But I kind of know what I'm doing now, which is quite nice. I don't think you can do a no damage playthrough of this game. I think that would be difficult. I mean, it would obviously be difficult, it would be difficult in any game, but I think particularly this one, I mean, you're basically going to take damage to get up that ladder, you know, so there isn't really any other way to do it. I wonder if we could just run past those guys and not bother with them. So we go up here. We took quite a lot of damage there, more than I did the last time, but that's really the only way you can do it. There probably is another way to do it, to be fair, but you know, I'm obviously just kind of too lazy to find it, obviously. But this door will open in a wee minute and we'll be able to head inside. But yeah, it is slightly disappointing that I obviously know what's going on in the first half hour of the game, because I did want this to be a completely blind playthrough, you know, where... Oh, there's a G-Man there. Is he gonna let us in? He's gonna let us in. Nice. I didn't notice him the last time. Okay. So the G-Man's a confusing character because you don't really know whether he's an ally or an enemy because, you know, he doesn't seem to make that clear. But so this is pretty much where I got to in the last time I was playing. So try jumping over here. Right. And we've got head crabs there as well, so let's run out of there now. Let's grab some health. Right. So, right, what is it we need to do here? We need to do something. Right. There's a way of doing this. Well, there's obviously a way of doing it. But, you know what I mean. So, let's deal with those guys. Right. Right, so if we can get up there again. Jump to the box, so that failed. Just a little platforming puzzle here, we know how good I am at those. Right, so... Right, okay. Is that explosive bat? Can we clear that? Yeah, we can. Oh, right, okay, so that's going to kill us immediately. That's lovely. Right. Okay, we're going this way, aren't we? Right. So... Damn it. It feels wrong to be using Desert Eagle rounds to kill head crabs, but it's all we got, so... And our health status is bad, so... but that's the time up, guys, so... I just hope the audios went well in this one. But apart from that, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you liked it, leave a like. If you hated it, leave a dislike. Any thoughts, leave them in the comment section below. And if you'd like to watch me play more Opposing Force, then please do subscribe. Bye, folks.